Time's up, Admiral.
Here it comes.
I am a real American. Fight for the rights of every man. I am a real American. Fight for what's right. Fight for your life. When it comes crashing down and it hurts inside.
All kids out of the pool for Adult Swim. All kids out.
Lego Lord of the Rings Balrog raised eyebrows for what some fans say is an unfortunate pose. I see it. I see it. Oh, I see it. It's taking a piss on Gandalf.
You shall not!
He.
Before you go, one question.
Yes?
Where in the galaxy is Sanusi?
Show us your tits and I'll tell you.
There we go. All better now. Man, titties are the greatest things on earth.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Daily Dive, the Double Ds, where you, the audience, are in control. The chat runs the ship. But I am going to take control in the beginning here because, yeah, we all know what's going on. R.I.P. Hulkster. Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan passed away this morning. Man, I'm still a little bit shocked. I mean, I've been listening to Real American on repeat for the last half an hour. That's how I'm coping. I put on a theme song that has always stirred something inside of me since I was a little kid. So we're gonna take time, first part of the show here, to reminisce, because guess what? I am going to make this my segment today. So it was you if you don't understand, man. And so hope everybody's doing all right on this Thursday. I was going to start the show complaining a little bit about Fantastic Four, but we can get to that. It's still going to be here. And oh man. And yes, it comes in threes. Malcolm, Ozzy, and Hulkster. It comes in threes. Sometimes you forget that. And that sucks. It sucks. I'm bummed out right now. I'm bummed out. I cannot not be bummed out. You have to understand. Love him or hate him. And a lot of people did not like Terry Bollea Hulk Hogan. A lot of people didn't like him. A lot of people shat on him. Oh, he ruined the industry. Oh, he was horrible to work with. Blah, 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 blah. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. You know why? Because that man was literally a real life superhero to us as kids. You don't fucking get it if you shit on Hulkster. If you booed him in his last appearance, like a lot of people did, you don't fucking get it. You only booed the Hulkster when he was Hollywood and he was playing a heel. That's when you booed the Hulkster, because that was playing into the game. But you don't boo the Hulkster because you don't understand. I don't care if people were, oh, he was horrible to work with. Oh, he wasn't a good wrestler. No, I've seen the clips of when he went to Japan and wrestled. He could wrestle when he wanted to. He could do technical shit when he wanted to. That man was a literal, real-life superhero to kids in the 80s. If you were not there, you can't possibly understand. And I still bleed red and gold. That his theme song means something to me. Always has. To me, it's one of the most patriotic themes in history, right? Rick Derringer, I am a real American. And, I mean, of course he was going to pass away at some point. Of course. Hell, there's the joke out there. Ric Flair keeps kicking out. Ric Flair just kicked out of cancer again. Nate keeps kicking out. And Nate was even harder on himself than Hulkster was. Nate was the gimmick. But yeah, Hulkster. Man. I'm coping hard right now. It's sinking in as it is now spreading everywhere. When we go over the news, it is now spreading everywhere. We're going to be hit by it every moment of today's show. And you don't understand. If you weren't there, you can't really possibly understand what it was like to turn on wrestling as a kid, as a little kid. I'm talking like 5, 6 years old, and see this larger than life dude waving the American flag, doing these poses, hulking up, doing all that stuff, fighting commies. If you hate Hulk Hogan, you are a communist. And you have to realize what it was. And then he's everywhere. The cartoon, Hulk Hogan and his Rock and Roll All-Star, the cartoon. He pops up on the A-Team. He's in Rocky 3. He's everywhere. Him and Mr. T are doing stuff. He's freaking everywhere. And it's like, God damn, this is great. And then, man, you don't know what it's like waking up every Saturday morning at a certain point, and I'm watching Saturday morning cartoons. While I'm watching Saturday morning cartoons, I've got my WWF playset, and I got all my action figures. All of them had a Hulkster, had a Warrior, had a Big Boss Man, had Demolition. I had all the ones they released at that time with their action poses. And I'm sitting there playing wrestling while watching Saturday morning cartoons. It was constant. And Hulkster was my eternal champion. I mean, I've told the story. I'm passing with tell it again. I'm telling again. It's after WrestleMania 6 when Hogan loses to Warrior because they think they're going to put the belt on Warrior for a while, which was just a terrible run. And Hulkster was going to take a break for a bit. And of course, as a little kid, we didn't. When you are 5, 6, 7 years old, you do not understand it's fake. It looks real to you. It looks real to you. All right. And they had him go out on Brother Love's bit. And then Earthquake came out and he blitzed Hogan and he did the Earthquake finisher where he runs and just drops on his full like 400 pounds on your chest. He did that to Hulkster over and over again. And Hulkster going, spasming on the ground. And it's breaking. I'm going, no! What are you doing? Because I'd never seen the Hulkster beat up like that yet, because in my years of watching that point. So I'd never seen him get taken down like that. Of course, that was just the impetus to get him out so he could have a break, get probably a surgery or two done, and then come back. But I didn't understand as a kid. So you're watching that as a kid, watching the Hulkster spasm on television on the ground, his legs, and you're weeping. You're weeping. Your little Hulkamaniac heart is broken. And then he's out and you don't understand because at this point, he's never not been there at this point. All my years of watching Hulk Hogan, because I started watching around WrestleMania, between WrestleMania 2 and 3 is when I started watching. And at that point, Hulk Hogan had never not been there. He had never not been there doing something, either carrying the belt or fighting for the belt. And suddenly he's not there. And I said, what am I going to do? Every day, every time I'm watching wrestling, I'm waiting to see the Hulkster. So you know what to do. So like millions of other little Hulkamaniacs at the time, they gave an address, because you run with the bit here, send your well wishes to Hulk Hogan. And in my little boy mind, I'm thinking the Hulkster is clinging to life. My letter will save him. Do you understand, Mom? I need to send this letter to him. I've drawn a picture. I wrote this letter. Hulkster, well, please get better. You can do it. You come back. And when you come back, you can beat the Warrior. You can get your title back. You don't understand. I was broken as a child. And I drew a picture. I drew a picture of him with crayons and everything. I drew a picture of him winning the title again. I was all in, and I sent it. I gave it to my mom. I said, Mom, please send this to Hulk Hogan. He'll get it, and he'll feel better. And it went away, went in the mail. And I don't know how much long later, because this is little kid time. You have no idea how much time passes. Something comes back in the mail for me. And yes, this was literally... every one of us got this, but to me, I felt it was really to me. I got a card from Hulk Hogan that said, "Thank you, little Hulkamaniac, for sending me the well wishes, little brother. Take your prayers, say your prayers, and take your vitamins. I'm gonna be back real soon." I'm like, Hulk Hogan sent me a card. I kept that thing in a drawer for years as a little kid. It was one of my holy grails. It was a relic. It was a reliquary. It was a curio. It was like, this thing is holy. Do you not understand? Hulk Hogan replied to my letter. This is glorious. It meant everything to me. It meant everything to me. No, I do not. I still have the card, Kratos. That thing got lost decades ago. Decades ago. It was just a standard thing out. It wasn't like with a stamped signature and all that. It wasn't like personalized or anything. But I mean, it's not like I gave it to him in person. He signed it for me. It just arrived. Remember, I was one of probably millions of kids who sent him get well letters. So they had these things ready to go, I'm sure. But back then, I thought it really was to me as a little kid, and it meant everything to me. Meant everything to me back then to get that. And then he's coming back on the road to WrestleMania 7. You know, he comes back, and by then you have to understand there's multiple problems in my little kid brain. By then, Sergeant Slaughter had betrayed America, and he had sided with Saddam Hussein against America. So it's like anti-America Sergeant Slaughter, who's like ripping up flags, and he's stomping on it with his pointed Arabian boots and all that kind of shit. It's like, what are you doing? What are you doing, SARS? What are you doing? You've betrayed G.I. Joe. What's happening here? And then the avenging angel for patriotism, Hulk Hogan, reappears and said, Slaughter, I'm not going to let you run wild over the flag, brother. And Hulk Hogan declares war on Sergeant Slaughter. It's leading up to WrestleMania 7, my favorite WrestleMania main event of all time. And Hogan comes back, and it's the battle for the flag, and he comes out to the theme. He's coming out, I'm a real American. He comes out waving Old Glory. He's got this weird face mask on. It's like a mini gas mask with a hard plate, and he just comes out. He's ready for battle, and he's wearing a camo vest. Oh man, it was awesome. It was fantastic. And him and Slaughter put on this great match. It was the first time I ever saw anybody get busted open, because Slaughter busted up Hogan. Hulkster's covered in blood. I'm like, oh my God, Hulkster's bleeding. What's going on here? I'd never seen anyone get busted open before. So it was great. And Hulkster's bleeding, and he's fighting. And then he wins the championship for America. Do you understand what that meant? At the end of WrestleMania 7, when Hulk Hogan, when he waves the flag high, and he's covered in blood, but he's got the flag, he's got the belt, and it's great, and it's America wins. If you were not there, you were not a kid, you do not understand what this meant. The Hulkster had come back, and he's got a victory for America. You don't know. You don't know if you weren't there. That's what it was like as a kid. This man was a literal superhero to you. And then, of course, a few years later, the heel turn to become Hollywood Hogan. When he takes the heel turn, that breaks your heart. That broke all ours. Like, What are you doing, Macho Man? What are you doing? Oh my God, what are you doing? So it's, and then, I mean, by then, by then I'm a teenager. I know it's all fake at this point. I'm just disappointed. Like, oh man, Hulkster's a heel now. Oh, come on. But it was one of the greatest heel runs of all time. Hollywood Hulk Hogan, one of the greatest heel runs of all time. Suddenly, I'm a Real American is gone, and you got Jimmy. Down, banana, down, bow, bow, banana, down, bow, banana, bow, banana. It's different. It was all so much different, and you don't understand. You don't understand. That's why Hulkster was the GOAT. He was the GOAT. I don't care if anybody says Austin's the GOAT. I don't care if anybody says the Rock is the GOAT. Austin was Hulkster was the GOAT. You do not have wrestling without Hulk Hogan, who carried the brand. He carried the whole thing on his shoulders. Well, the 24-inch pythons carried that shit for a decade. A decade he carried it. He had to. And then other talent came in, and they were able to do it then as well. But the Hulkster carried it for a decade and made it what it was. So I'm sad today. I'm bummed out. This is out of the three that just died, between Malcolm, Ozzy, and the Hulkster the one that hits me, because that is my childhood. For some people, it was Ozzy and his music. For others, it was growing up watching Malcolm. And I grew up watching Malcolm, but I didn't have that connection. I didn't have the connection. And it was something. It was something. I am still deep inside a little Hulkamaniac. I'm still a little Hulkamaniac inside. I always will be. Always will be. And you got to it's a period of time when you had a role model for kids that was preaching something positive. Well, yeah, was he juiced to the max and doing all kinds of shit? Yeah, of course. But he was preaching a positive image to kids. Say your prayers, take your vitamins, be good, be a patriot. That's stuff that stuck with you, and you carry it on. And anybody, I saw some heinous shit today on X when it was breaking. When I went on to see it was breaking, I saw some people saying some heinous shit. Fuck you. Fuck you. And it's the internet. I know people are going to say horrible shit, but you know what? You are a despicable human being. I mean, even if somebody I despise, when they die, I'm not running around publicly saying the shit, glad you're dead. I say it in private to people who share my feelings. But there has to be some dignity. So some class. But, I mean, Errol, you're not wrong. Cena was the modern era Hulk Hogan in terms of what he meant to kids. You can't deny that. I've always said that. You can go back. I've said it in the past. Cena was the modern day Hogan in terms of what he meant for kids, what he did to help the industry move forward. Is he as, he had a different run than Hulkster. The eras were different. You didn't have the live shows all the time. It wasn't until Raw and Nitro when you had the live shows constantly. There in the 80s into the early 90s, there was just everything was pre-recorded. You watched it pre-recorded. It didn't happen. You didn't watch it live. And the belts didn't move so quickly. In the past, there were like 3 belts. There was the heavyweight championship belt, depending on in most WWF and WCW had their own, but essentially had 3 belts. You had the WWF, the championship title. You had the middle card title, the Intercontinental, and you had the tag team belts. That was it. There weren't these many different belts that everybody carried around and this and that. And now, so when they gave somebody the belt, when they gave somebody the championship, it wasn't going to be like a 30-day, 60-day run. No, they had to carry that shit for months. And Hulkster carried that for years, over and over again. Because every time they tried to put it on somebody else, it just kind of it sank a little bit. I mean, yeah, Macho Man, he was a good champion, but he wasn't the Hulkster at that point. He was the Macho Man. Oh yeah, but he wasn't the Hulkster. So and he beat the Hulkster to get it too. He beat it when the great powers went to war. That was rest. But it was different when the Hulkster was a champion. It was different. He was the heavyweight champion. So man, this sucks today. This sucks. It really does suck. And that I could keep going in circles, but oh man, I'm gonna be bummed out today, which kind of sucks because I still got work to do today. When we're done here, I got work to do. We got to move it on. We cannot. If there were others here live on a panel with me, we could wax poetic if they were there about the Hulkster. But it's just me. I'll just keep telling my stories. Yeah, dude. Kel gets it. Kel gets it. I mean, Hulk Hogan transcended everything. He transcended he transcended media. It was great. 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 Anyway, let's move on. All right. We do have stuff to cover today. So yeah, I have to get over this because I'm going to have to get to work because I will be doing my review for Fantastic Four this afternoon. I have seen it. Yeah, I know. I always get that one wrong. My little kid brain always swaps it around. I always get it wrong. I always forget that. I always forget that 4 was the tournament, and 5 is when him and Hogan went out. I always get it wrong. I always mix it up in my head. That's the thing. I always mix it up in my head. See, that's the little kid memories. They get shuffled. Even though I should know the history as an adult, the little kid memories always shuffle it around. Okay, but we got it. So I have seen Fantastic Four First Steps. Ironically, my mocking it, calling baby steps is rather accurate. It's pretty accurate. I have unknowingly been calling it by its proper name this whole time. It is baby steps. It is baby steps because of Franklin goddamn Richards. So I have watched it. I don't want to say too much because then why are you gonna go watch my review? So I will say this. It is the definition of mid. Fantastic Four Baby Steps is the definition of mid and wasted potential. I could see where they could have done some good stuff with this movie. But between the very poor cast, everybody is miscast in this movie. Everybody. I don't want to hear, what's her name? What's her name is hot. She's not that hot. All right. Stop simping. Be a man and stop simping. This cast was not good. Pedro, anybody praising Pedro for his performance in this, you must be high or suck dick. Because his performance is flat, uninspiring. They get one thing right about Reed Richards, maybe 2.5, maybe 1.5, but the rest of it is all kinds of wrong, just wrong. So Pedro is not good. Galactus is shallow. There's very little to him. Silver Surf Her is pathetic. So it's a it's not a good movie. It's about as mid can get. It has a few bright spots. I can give it that. There's a few bright spots in it where you go, oh, okay, and then go, because it's not woke, but there is agenda, and it's all funneled through Sue Storm. And yes, it is Sue Storm. They're married, and she did not take his name. She is Sue Storm. There are Whammons moments in it, a lot of Whammons moments. And let's see. Without spoiling stuff, because I gotta get to my review. I've been thinking about it today, how I'm gonna go about doing it. The music wasn't bad, except for that theme. I hate that theme still, but the score is actually okay. The score is fine. It carries it in its proper moments. The CGI is dog shit. The CGI is absolute dog shit. Complete dog shit. And also again, Franklin fucking Richards. Hey Dom, yeah, we spent 20 minutes waxing poetic on the Hulkster, so you can go back and watch that. Oh, and this is the thing. Here's the thing though. I will say this. This movie will not be as divisive as Superman. It's actually a better structured movie than Superman. It is the narrative is clearer. The pacing is crap, but then it's not struggling with multiple narratives. Its narrative is very clear in there. The needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few or the one. I'm sorry, no. It's the needs of the one outweigh the needs of the many. So all the many have to work towards saving the one. You'll understand. You'll understand when you see my review. But there's a chance now. There is a chance that, and I think it's significant, that it will make more money than Superman. And we will be discussing it. I'll be reviewing it tonight. You'll get my review some point tonight. We'll be discussing it on Sunday. And we're bringing back Beardo. Beardo's coming back just like he did with Superman to join us for our discussion on Baby Steps. So check out Roundtable on Sunday. Beardo will be a guest again as we talk Baby Steps. Now, he and Jed haven't seen it yet. They're probably going to see it tomorrow night or Saturday. That's when they usually go to the movies and check out a movie they're going to talk about. So I'm sure it's going to be a good one. Because our Superman discussion was fantastic. We all had a great time with that one. So it's going to be a lot of fun. But that's all I can say for Fantastic Four right now, without spoiling it and giving shit away and making then why are you going to go watch my review. So stay tuned. As soon as we're done here and I've taken a short break after the show, I'm going to get to recording for all my stuff. And then I have to go out. And then when I get back, I'll probably get my editing done and put it up. And then after that, we will be doing some gaming tonight. We're going to go back to some more Tainted Grail, Fall of Avalon. I haven't had a chance to play it since we started it on Tuesday. I'm looking forward to it. I'm liking that game. Have fun with that. Man, all this talk, I'm real thirsty right now. Yeah, all this talking, I'm thirsty. All right, everybody. So that's Fantastic Four. We have given our praising to the Hulkster. R.I.P. brother. R.I.P. brother. Man, it's gonna be hanging over me for days now. But the show must go on, and the show will continue as it always does. $5 to order an Adam rant on a topic of your choosing within the realm of normal stuff. $10, ask me a question to discuss something, to go down a hole together. And go down a hole together. Wow, that came out horribly. I did not phrasing. To go down a rabbit hole together on a subject matter together. $10 to rent me to play a video game for 30 minutes. We're doing that this Sunday. This Sunday, I believe we're going to do it at 6 p.m. Eastern for at least 30 minutes. That can change. That will change. You can always extend the time. 30 minutes. We will be doing Outlast 2, thanks to Prof. So I cannot guarantee that I won't get a jump scare. I could be jump scared. I could do it. I am not immune to the jump scare. As much as I would like to be, I'm not. So you may get some good stuff out of that. So we're going to do that on live stream Sunday, 6 p.m. Eastern. Well, yeah, Ariel, it has to be a game I have, it has to be a game I have, and someone has to, someone can give it to me, or what I'm getting. So it has to be a game I have. I can't just go buy it because you gave me $10, because that's obviously not going to cover the cost. The $10 is essentially to take time out of my regular day and other content creating so that I can make it worth my while, because generally I'm otherwise not getting paid to do it. So, because my gaming streams aren't exactly bringing in the money. They're just for mostly my amusement and more for yours. We try to do that. So so Sunday, 6 p.m. Eastern, Outlast 2. It'll be a scare time. So $10, and we'll keep it at fair, the $10 for 30 minutes. And I hope you guys don't make me play it for too long, because I do want to play more Tainted Grail that night, because we do not have Wormhole Watch, because Brad's in France. So Wormhole Watch is not happening this weekend. So I have the whole night to myself. I have the whole night to do as I please with after I'm done jerking off. So I have to fill the time otherwise after that. So we're going to play video games on Sunday night. All right. So that means also $15 to choose an article for me to react to, hot take, whether it's one that I show you guys or one you may be sitting on. $20 to make you watch a video, and $30 to have me give a live on-stream review of an episode of television or a movie of your choice. We've done it a couple of times now. It's been fun. So I've proven I do deliver when you rent me for that period of time. Oh, I got the hiccups now. Give me a second. Give me a second. Okay, we're good. All right, so let's dive into the articles, which are all going to be telling us that the Hulkster is dead. I hate it. Let's get to our news, where every top story is that Hulk Hogan is dead. I hate it. I'm going to be reminded of it constantly. All right, let's get into it. Guys and gals. No, that's not the right button. That's the right button, because I'm a great YouTuber. I hit the right buttons. All right, here we go. Let me check stream elements real quick. No, nothing. You guys have not haven't spent any money yet today. So if we get no articles, then we're gonna be done. So let's remember that. Walmart Collector Con 2025. Here are the best toy collectibles and action figures to buy online. I'm not a collector, so this means nothing to me. Chuck Mangione, jazz musician whose feels so good, stormed the pop top 10 late 70s. So someone else is dead. FCC Chairman Brendan Carr pleased with Skydance commitment to reform CBS. That's a bit about saying no more DEI. I'll believe it when I see it. Sci-fi comedy Into the Sky adds Sam Richardson and people I don't care about. Oh, I don't like David Crossword. He's a maniac. This chick is okay. This looks very gay. We're going to move by it. White House bashes South Park after Trump parody. The show has been relevant for over 20 years and can't derail Trump's hot streak. I know how South Park dropped an episode last night and it slammed everybody, and I don't care. I don't care who they slam. I'm just not interested in South Park anymore. Not really. Not unless it's something that really is relevant to a topic I'm covering, like what we did with the Kathleen Kennedy stuff. That was spot on, perfect. But this was them just taking charge of everybody. And here's what you got to understand: Parker and Stone, they don't like Trump. They didn't like him a decade ago. They don't like it now. So, of course, they're going to take pot shots at him. It's that simple. And if you're getting bent out of shape about it, cry me a fucking river. I've watched South Park take shots at people, things I've liked for 20, 25 years. So I don't, it's water off a duck's back. Dust off my shoulder. I don't care. If they were only focusing on one side, then I would care. But South Park they are the equal opportunity offenders. So don't cry me a river. Grow the fuck up. Get a fucking clue. Chappelle Rowan is a man. I don't care what Chappelle Rowan is doing. Chappelle Rowan is a dude. That's a dude right there, pretending to be a woman, and we don't have to play their goddamn games anymore. I don't care about it from Spotify. Don't care about music. Moving on. They don't say Hulkster. That's because it was the top story at the top of the thing there. French billionaire and Mediawan co-founder Xavier Niels buys former air base to build massive film studio in northern France. Well, hey, invest in new stuff. Good for that. Smoke star Jeremy Smollett on her flawed detective character in Apple TV series. Nobody's watching it. Nobody cares. Again, South Park going after everybody, including Trump. Glorilla arrested on felony drug charges night before WNBA All-Star performance. I have no idea who that is. Okay. Don't know. Don't care. Air Bud. Oh my. God. I'm sorry. The Air Bud franchise, one of the dumbest things ever created. Dog plays basketball. Ugh. But dumb little kids liked it. Beavis and Butthead get another season. Okay. Train Dreams trailer. Joel Edgerton and Felicity Jones star in Netflix drama. I'm probably not going to care about it. Don't care about that. Don't care about that. Comcast makes another company. Film TV helped drive Madrid. Don't care. Let's go through these quickly. Blah, blah, blah. Let's go on. Let's go one more. Don't care. More people doing stuff I don't care about. Five Nights at Freddy's 2 trailer. People like it. Have fun with it. Sinners. Don't care. Sony merges with buys a stake in Bandai Namco for anime and gaming. Yeah, I've sent that one to Dermy. We might talk about that tomorrow night on Ballbusters. That's a Ballbusters topic, I feel as though, because between anime and gaming, we could talk about that stuff. So, or maybe we might even save it for next week for Anime Odyssey. Because remember, Anime Odyssey's next week. Summer of Gundam Part 3, Part 1 of Gundam Seed Destiny. Ooh, yeah. So join us for that. And I think that's all we got for here. Cumberbatch. Don't care about Cumberbatch. Anything else of interest? Yeah. More South Park bashing on Trump. Okay, let's move on. For half a second, I forgot about it. And then you remind me again. Oh, man. Look at that. R.I.P. Hulkster. Damn. Nothing else matters here. Damn, now I'd forgotten about it for half a second. I had. And here it is. Let's move on. The Hollywood Reporter can have shit. Other than that's all I know. Assassin's Creed Shadows expansion Claws of Awaji release date revealed. They're doing an expansion. Oh boy. Hey guys, guess what? Paid Jed to play it. He beat the game. He still has it. Paid Jed to play Assassin's Creed Shadows expansion. That's right. I'm throwing evil on Jed. Donkey Kong Bonanza speedrunners have already found a way to sort of skip getting Pauline. I'm going to say it before. I'm going to say it again. Only Nintendo drones care about Donkey Kong. Everybody else, if you don't have a Switch 2, you don't care about Donkey Kong. You don't. It's that simple. Elden Ring developer thanks fans as Night Rain and Shadow of Erdtree top new sales milestones. Hey, they're giving people what they want. There it is again. Why are you doing this to me? I need a moment of solace. I'm pouring out, but it's my carpet here, and I don't want to get my carpet wet or waste the water. Black Panther animated spin-off Eyes. I gotta get Hulkster off the screen there. It's making me sad. Black Panther animated spin-off series Eyes Wakanda will premiere over 3 weeks early. No one's gonna watch it. No one's gonna care. Battlefield 6 big reveal leaves fans waiting for release date multiplayer details, though its campaign looks as explosive as you expect. I asked the same question I've been asking for 3 days. Do people still really care? I have yet to get an answer. Fantastic Four's Galactus and Superman's Lex Luthor are bantering over who's the best superhero villain in the summer. Galactus, he's barely in it. And he says like 7 lines in the movie. Other than that, he's just a CGI dude walking around New York City. Or retro New York on Earth 868. He's just there. They do him a little dirty. The animatronics are leaving the pizza parlor in the first Five Nights at Freddy's 2 trailer. WWE 2K25 Switch 2 edition is out, but there's something missing. Yeah, probably looking good. It's probably going to look like shit. Those games don't do well on Switches. Heroes and Villains San Diego Comic-Con 2025 Star Wars Collection features items inspired by Rebel Pathfinders and Battlefront 2's Inferno Squad. Give me a fucking break. Give me a fucking break, man. Ridiculous. Punisher's surprising villain in next year's Marvel special presentation seemingly revealed in said photos. Again, don't care. Don't care. Wu Chang Fallen Feathers opens to 114,000 plus concurrent players on Steam, but user reviews are mostly negative. Oh, I was actually looking forward to seeing how that game turned out. That looked like it might be a good little action game, but negative. Ooh, that's not good. That's not good. Itch.io suddenly pulls all not safe for work adult content from browse and search pages after critical pressure from payment partners. Oh, more of that payment processor bullshit. That's coming to a head. A lot of people are starting to get wise to that story. And hopefully that sorts itself out because fuck the people taking away the boobs. Ain't nothing wrong with boobs if you're old enough to look at it. Nothing wrong with titties. I think it'll sort itself out. We already talked about that. Sony buys a stake in Bandnam. Lollipop Chainsaw sequel announced as publisher makes odd comment about not imposing creative restrictions. We all know the Jor-El. Fuck bitches and take over the world. that's Jor-El's motto. Fuck bitches, take over the world. More Battlefield 6 details. Don't care. Goshiote, the big interview with Sucker Punch. I have no faith in that. I don't. New Lego Batman Arkham Asylum set revealed. Wow. I bet Batman fans will probably get that. As I've said in the past, I'm not a Lego guy, but I can understand if that's a thing because that looks very detailed right there. Heavy metal video game Brutal Legend goes free for 666 minutes and only to honor Ozzy Osbourne. Anybody still playing that game? That's like a long time. And no, that's Jack Black. I'm not doing anything Jack Black. Sorry. Lego Game Boy. You could buy a Lego Game Boy. You could. I guess look, it's sold out. And now we're into yesterday. FX reportedly hopes Alien Earth will be the next Game of Thrones or Last of Us has bigger scale than Shogun. No, Alien Earth is gonna flop, dude. That's gonna flop. It's gonna flop. Oh god, they're doing Spider-Man Magic crossover. No. I'm gonna say it every time this comes up. Wizards of the Coast hates you. They hate you. Don't give them your money. Even if your favorite thing is in Magic, don't give them your money because they hate you. They will just take that money and hate you with it. That's all I'm saying. All right, we're into yesterday. See, there it is again. Massive sales records, but people are buying it. People are buying it. And I just say, spend your money, but understand what you're spending your money on. You're spending your money on a company that hates everything about gaming that you love. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. All right. That's enough of that. It's the stuff we talked about yesterday. So, Park Place, gaming industry layoffs continue. Supermassive games cuts highlight in broader turmoil. Okay. Not again, Hogster. Do it to me too. I can't escape it. Everywhere I go. Theme park crap I don't care about. Skydance, and yeah, we already know about that. Okay, there we go. Them's the articles. Have some thought, have some care about what you may want me to comment on. Let's see, we got anything on Stream Elements? No. All right, you guys seem to just be happy with my ramblings today. That's what you seem to be happy with, my ramblings. Oh, there we go. Diz the Jizz for $5 for you and Dermy on your trip. Check Discord. Okay, there we go. And Jay Frazier, 360 for 20 British pounds. Question for Adam in chat. What you gonna do, brother, when Hulkamania runs wild on you? R.I.P. to the real American hero. He joins Mean Gene and his many friends in the squared circle in the sky for rematches we all dream of. That's right, Jay Frazier. Thank you, my friend. Yes. If you've just come in now, we spent the first 20 minutes of the show waxing poetic about the Hulkster. And so Diz Jizz for the $5. Let me open up Discord. Get that in there. All right. Hail Setlick 3. Hail, everybody. If you guys are having a good time, thanks for joining me today. Thanks for joining me and commiserating the passing of the Hulkster. Hit that like button, guys. Hit the like button. It's how we let them know we're doing all right. Oh, we're going back to Etsy, are we? Okay. Okay, we're going back to Etsy. All right, let's bring it up. Let's see what Diz wants to make me cry over today. Oh, man. Oh, God. What? No, I'm not spending money on this. Churro holders? Star Wars inspired lightsaber churro holder. First of all, I don't like churros. I don't like a churro. Second of all, this is stupid. This is just dumb. Waste my money on this shit for $3. God damn, that's a slice of pizza at Costco. That's a slice that feeds me. What does a stupid lightsaber churro holder do for me? I go to Costco, that's a slice of pizza that feeds me. Makes me feel good. I had pizza last night. That's great. This, what is this? What, are you going to shove your dick in it? 'Cause that's what I bet some people do. They shove the dicks in it. Shove it up their asses. Shove it into the hoo-ha. Because all this it's Etsy stuff, it's like, it's all for the porn. That's what they do. This is dumb. It's also not hygienic. I don't know what kind of fucking plastics you got in that thing from your 3D printer. I don't know if you use good material that can go with, you can put food in it. I don't trust you with your Etsy. No. I'm not doing this. No. Hell no. And no, we're not going to get these for the Day of Doom. And Dermy might not even be there. Dermy's doing some life change. He might not be able to make it. So the whole hand-holding thing is going to have to wait for another meetup. The hand-holding thing might not happen on Day of Doom. But this is dumb. This is really dumb. And they look cheap. They just look cheap. I don't know much about 3D printing. I know some of you guys out there know how this shit works. I don't know much, but that looks cheap. That looks cheap right there to me. So I ain't doing that. Fuck that. That's retarded. Probably not. Probably wouldn't. So, all right. Thank you, Diz, for possibly adding. Oh, you know what? Let's enable JavaScript. Let's see if there's more pictures here. Let's make sure you get your money's worth. Oh Lord, there's a video. Okay. All right, let's take a look at them here. All right, this is the cheapest looking shit in the world. Look how cheap this crap is. One color. Least you could do is, after the fact, give it a coat of paint, make it look like something. You're just paying for a single color. Oh, this is dumb. Oh. Remove the cap for easy cleaning. How about remove the cap and shove it up your ass? How about that? Oh, look, you can make a double-bladed churro holder. Shut up. I hate you. Your business is stupid. You know what? That's the equivalent of touching tips right there. This is the equivalent of touching tips. That's what this equivalent of. It's gay. Again, these are cheap looking. Looks like a fucking dildo. This is a fucking dildo. You know what it was? They were probably trying to make Star Wars lightsaber dildos, and they couldn't sell them. So they make churro holders. So you could touch tips, or like Ariel says, cross streams. Freaking dildos. They say you're touching tips again. They just want to touch tips. That's all they want to do. Oh, this is cheap shit. These would be awesome to bring to Disney World Vacation later this year. They said it's like the same thing. We posted it twice. We're going to bring it to Disney World. Yay! My family loved getting their own churro holders for upcoming Disney trip. Fast shipping, great customer service from this vendor. You're a cheap, Ashley K. You're a cheap bastard. You're cheap. This is cheap and stupid. Shame on you. Buy the pink one. You buy Dermy the pink one. How about that? Buy Dermy the pink one. Have purchased a couple and love them. This is dumb. So they also make patches. And they make patches and t-shirts. Great. Well, screw that. Screw that. That's retarded. That is truly retarded. Where do you go to find this stuff, Diz? What is going through your mind when you look for this stuff to put in front of me? All right. Let's see. We got anything else here? If we don't, then I will wrap it up early and I will get started on my Fantastic Four review. If we got nothing else going on. I mean, we took the first part of the show talking about the Hulkster. That's what I wanted to talk about today. Reminisce about the Hulkster. And this is why I'm broke. It's a fun site. Okay, so that's where you go to find this stuff. So once again, guys, I encourage you today. If you are a fan of Hulk Hogan, go out and share your memories like I did today. Those were my favorite memories. I've got plenty of them, but those are like my favorite memories, my real childhood memories right there that I shared earlier. And share it. Go and have fun today. Go and have fun. Hit that like button. I appreciate everybody's support, especially because we're probably going to get demonetized today because I played I'm a Real American, the opening. I don't give a fuck, though. I was celebrating the Hulkster in the best way I know how. So go out there, have a good time together. Celebrate the Hulkster's passing in a good way. Watch, like Ariel says there, watch some matches. I don't have time to watch any matches today, but I celebrated with you guys. I reminisced. That's how I remembered Hulk Hogan today. I talked with you guys about the stuff. I remembered what it felt like to be a little Hulkamaniac because it's always inside me. It's never going to go away. I'm still running wild. I don't say my prayers, but I still do take my vitamins. Anyway, you guys have a good rest of your day. Remember, tonight, stay tuned for the Fantastic Four review later tonight. We'll be doing some gaming tonight, more Tainted Grail, Fall of Avalon. And then tomorrow, we will then talk a little more about Fantastic Four tomorrow after you've hopefully watched my review. We'll get those first numbers coming in. And I was just swallowing a hiccup there. Excuse me. And then we got the rest of the weekend ahead of us. So thank you, everybody, for taking it easy with me this afternoon. Have a good rest of your day. I will catch you later. R.I.P. Hulk Hogan. Rest in peace. Rest in peace, brother.